Hello everyone, and today we have a very interesting topic: creating success and igniting your restaurant's online presence with social media. So over here, actually, why I'm saying that it's an interesting topic. Social media marketing is a very vast subject, and after that, if we cut it down into specific topics, then social media is one of these. Restaurants is one of these, and within these restaurants, the strategies and plans are very big, so we won't be able to cover up everything today. We'll be sharing few of the things mostly. But why we have chosen this topic? Because social media has dramatically changed the world. Because w- how we previously interact with users, I mean our customers, that was totally different. But now present days, social media has changed it fully, completely in a different way. Now each and every person who is adult, most of them use social media, and we do business only there where people are available. So this is the extreme platform to do business. So over here we have uh, organized our topics over here. As I mentioned earlier, there's a lots of topic can be discussed on restaurant businesses, but we have short it down with few of the things, the major and most important content, what you need to know for now, those will be sharing. So over here, we'll come to know why should a restaurant you need to use social media, what are the struggles and opportunities are out there, how we can, get the opportunities for our business, how a restaurant use social media, and getting benefits from social media, the strategies. And over here, our my colleague actually will be sharing you some of the specific social media platforms, how to get benefited from them. Those are the extreme platform for now to do the businesses. And I'll be sharing a few ideas about why you need to hire a social media manager, or setting up your strategies. Then we'll jump on to question and answer session. So why should a restaurant need to use social media? You know, uh, as a few of the things already written here, I'll just give you an idea uh, into a different topic, different way, how a restaurant, why should a restaurant need to use social media? Let's consider uh, each and every restaurant out there, is a person. So if a person wants to be fit, what he needs to do? He needs to go to a gym or a fitness center, or he need to run, or he need to do the exercises. So if a restaurant want to be fit, I mean financially, or by reputation and every other way, aspects, he wants to be fit. So each and every person has different needs. Like each and every restaurant have different needs, and based on those needs they need to work out. So uh, you know social media marketing is a vast subject. So if you want to be fit, you just say a person do the exercises, and that person will do exercises, but what would be the result? It would be a overall simple result. But if you want to achieve some specific goals, if you are a slimmer person or if you are a fat person, the strategies for both person will be different, right? So what is your plan? What is your product? What is your food? What is your available brand, awareness? Everything, every aspect is actually effective and considered when organizing the social media platforms. So by this you will come to know why a restaurant need to use social media, and by achieving this kind of uh, you know what is called uh, engagement with the users, they can get this benefits from the social media. So what a restaurant owners actually mostly face difficulties and struggles while using the social media, because actually mostly increase of competition. Uh, Probably your restaurant is a startup, and there are lots of restaurants out there already who are doing their business on social media. So people will go to them because they have a brand value. They have their strategies and they're working with those. So when you will jump into this business, you will face very difficulty to reach your engagement with others, and there will be a very big differences uh, when I know it comes to actual very big difference when other social media platforms change their algorithms. Like before 2020, 2023 algorithm of Facebook and Instagram is totally changed. How social media managers used to do business then and now are totally different because the algorithm has changed, and based on that, every social media managers have changed their strategies because to reach the users, get the if they want to generate leads from there, they need to follow a specific path and a specific content out there, otherwise it won't be generated. And there'll be a very big difference when it comes to a content creation, because if you don't have a brand guidelines, then people won't come to know what is your product about, who you are, and they will never come to know what to do with you. Because if you go to a person and say, would you like to date with me, just considering a person, that person will definitely tell you that I don't know you, I haven't never seen you, I don't know your first name, why I'll go with you on a date. Like that, if you are approaching someone to eat, that person will say you don't have a brand value, I don't know you, my time is precious, why I'll eat from you. So if you have a brand value, if you have contents that gives a clear identification of yourself, then that person might consider eating on your restaurant. So for that, you need to uh, create a brand value and content in that way and manage those things. And there is a very big difference comes when the reviews comes to a social media. If it's a negative review, then it affects dramatically. Also, when there is a good review, that also affects too much. Uh, Even after 2 or 3 years back, if there is a good review, whenever someone visiting your restaurant by or any ad or something or anyhow, if they see some good reviews from your platform, then they will definitely consider your restaurant for a good restaurant. Why I'm saying social media for reviews? Because you can create your own website and put there lots of reviews, but that won't be that trustworthy because they know you can create those things. But on social media, what happens? You know, uh, People are commenting over there, giving the reviews. It's the neutral reviews, so it affects a lot. So as I mentioned, there are struggles over there, and after struggles, there are lots of opportunities out there as well. Where is struggle, there is opportunity. And if you see those opportunities, these struggles will seems very less to you. From this social media platform, you can drive sales dramatically. You can increase reach and brand exposure. You can get your leads target based. You can advertise uh, in any way. You can post and advertise it. You can spend a lot of money over there, but if those are not target advertising, then it will be a very big loss. Because let's consider your restaurant is a burger restaurant, and you are advertising it to everywhere on Facebook or social, Instagram. So who have live in New York, who lives in Asia, everyone is seeing those contents. They are interested, but they cannot reach out there. And out of those thousand, users, only five of them or 10 of them loves burger, or they actually loves food. So when you do those things, actually you will be hosting. So you have to do target advertising, and you need some skill set for that, but you can do those things, and it affects your business very well. You know, you can generate user generate content and influencer partnership, and with this you can advertise your branding, and with those reviews and content you can get very good leads. You will get real-time engagement and feedback based on I just mentioned target based business. So over here you can analyze it with data. You can do the market research and insights of it to do good business. Do what is exactly you need to do. You can improve your customer service by their feedback, and you will come to know what actually is effective. When you will start posting, we'll do the research. So that's how you can increase your customer service over here. You can increase brand awareness and build a very good relationship with them, because at the end what we want to generate the leads, and after lead generation we'll nurture the leads. After nurturing the leads, we will make them convert to our client, and those clients will be a long term client for the whole life. So that is our target. So now actually it comes to a specific you know social media platforms. My colleague will be taking over here. Mohammed.
Yeah, thanks, Mehdi. Thanks, everyone, for the joining. So, I'll be telling about how do restaurants use social media. So, I think this is one of the important topic I will say, because without social media, restaurant like lacking behind a lot. In today's market, social media is very, very important. So, yeah, I'm going to speak some of the points over here. So, the very first one is post high quality photos slash videos. So when it comes to good quality photos or video, it is really, really important, because usually when we scroll through any of the social media, we usually judge on the first impression. So when we are checking out any good photos, if the food photos are not really good, then we usually scroll it up, and we are likely to ignore as well. So in those scenarios, food photos or content are very important. Actually, we had also heard the term content is the king. So this is a very good example like how restaurant can take advantage of good quality content as well. And the next one is post seasonal, daily or weekly menus. So it really depends upon the restaurants as well, because some restaurants are of cafe, and some restaurants are of maybe, let's say, burger on different food chain as well. So considering this, that as well, we have to post the content and menus as well. And the next one is showcase customer content. So showcase customer content can be variations as well. For example, let's say if, uh, anyone has ordered your food from your restaurant and they are having a good time in their home, let's say, so they are promoting on their, like, I would say, on the Instagram, just for example, they are putting a status or story, so they are having a good time. You can repost those as well. And there might be another as well, like, where they are post commenting on your new recipe. Though in those cases, you have to showcase as well, like how genuine you are. And the next one is communicate with customers. So this is actually very vast topic, because communicating actually can be done in various formations. The one simple one is, I think, is the comments which people put on their post. So we have to reply to them. If we are not replying to those people, eventually not come to know what is your all brand about, how the customer service is. So people judge on that as well. And the next one is share recipes. Recipes actually not that much in depth for the restaurants, because it depends on the restaurants again. Because suppose if chef is uh, sharing the recipes, then it might be helpful for many people. But if restaurants like who are in the fast food chain as well, when they want to promote the brand, in those cases this is not something which is practiced a lot. And the next one is show behind the scenes shots and videos. This is very important to genuinely get the trust from the customers, because once we show the behind the scenes, how the restaurant's doing, what are the special menus today they are have, and these kind of stuffs are actually very important, which eventually builds engagement with the customers. And the next one, highlight employees like chefs, sauce, and other. Yeah, this can be one of the important aspects overall, I would say, because when we show the environment of the restaurant, people actually think like, okay, this restaurant is something which I have to visit. And when they're constantly scrolling on their Instagram feed, they see this post very often. They believe like, okay, this is a very good restaurant. Then whenever they want to visit a restaurant, this restaurant might come first in their mind as when they're likely to visit. And this is a simple marketing. Like you don't have to invest dollars a lot. So this is just a simple marketing, I will say as well. And the next one is share your brand story. So sharing your brand story, it can depends actually. You have to show a brand story in such a way that it should show your unique characteristics of your businesses and your journey, like how your journey has been right now. And apart from then, the brand voice as well. A brand voice actually refers to the tone and style, like how you communicate with the customers. So let's, if you consider Starbucks. So Starbucks, when we see the Starbucks, it eventually comes out the green color, it comes out the nature, it comes out the coffee as well, because they have positioned themselves in such a way. Eventually, when they hear the term Starbucks, coffee is the first uh, term which comes in my mind. And they have been doing the marketing in a such way like people feel very welcoming as well. Next slide, please, Mehdi. So yeah, I have actually gathered some of the social media platform. Like I will be speaking only the Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, but I have actually showed another statistics. So in which like globally, which are the most social media platforms are being used. So the very first one is Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, Instagram, and so on. But I have mentioned Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok and Twitter. This is the reason because we are focusing more on the restaurants. So particularly in those cases, WhatsApp and YouTube is not that which is many people consume for a restaurant's purpose. They only use it for to see or maybe content which they are sharing the recipes. So next slide, please. Yeah, Facebook. So I think many people had actually doubt. They think like Instagram is the top like most used applications or maybe web service, but actually it is Facebook. Even if you go globally, even if you go in the USA as well, Facebook is the most used applications of all time as well, and it has currently 2.98 monthly, like 2.98 billion monthly active users. So we can imagine like what can be how if we do the marketing in a very right way, it can get a lot of sales, it can give good engagement as well. And the purpose of the Facebook should be very clear, like you should uh, build your interact with the customers. They need to visit your page as well, they need to order the food as well. In a such a way you have to promote your content, like they should automatically feel encouraged, like they need to visit your restaurant or order the food. And I had also mentioned it like ideal posting frequency. The people think like weekly one post is good enough, two post enough, but that's not gonna work because this social media is constantly changing. And if you are going to do one post in a week, then there might be possibility there are many restaurants who are posting in a very big amount as well. So your post will be not seen by those people, potential people. So it's like ideally recommended like just push 1 to 3 times a day. Not even three can be a little bit too much. Depends on the brand as well. So this is the chart sheet we have to follow. Next slide, please. And yeah, I have actually gathered another statistics as well. And this is basically the same as the earlier one. Like these are the top ones which in USA as well and globally as well. So these statistics actually show like how we can take advantage of this social media, especially marketers. Like if the marketers are using the marketing in a such way for the social media for the restaurant, they can leverage it in a very good way and get potential customers for them. Next slide, please. So yeah, there is a one simple rule we can follow when you make a page or content on the Facebook. So there should be a link to your website. There should be a online ordering page, because if suppose let's say if I'm visiting any page on the Facebook, and when I visit it, I don't see any link of their website, if they're genuine or not, or if I see there is no online ordering page. So how I will actually order? I have to message them, but that's not gonna work because That's not the way restaurants are actually working. So we have to put the link of the online ordering page, address, their phone number, and hours of operation. So the very simple trick of putting address, phone number can be done through Facebook automation, and hours of operation we can show it on the cover image or maybe menu as well. So we have to show the menu. So next slide, please. Yeah, Instagram. So Instagram actually has been one of the important social media, because Instagram, Facebook might not be the one which we use very often, but Instagram is the one which are almost addicted. Like, so the goal of using the Instagram should be showcasing your brand's identity, hospitality, and overall culture through visual storytelling. Whatever the social media is, storytelling is the most important, because if you are lacking the social media uh, in storytelling, then marketing is not gonna work the right way, because people will not feel what we are actually telling, what are the message we are giving. And also you can show a little bit of sneak peek of like what is the restaurant all about and what are the food and all we make. So yeah, apart from that, I had actually shown another statistics as well. Like there are 2 billion monthly active users on the Instagram as well. So there are many people who scrolls randomly on the reels as well, on the post as well. So we have to consider those as well. We have to design or maybe create content in such a way like it shows like we are exist on the Instagram as well. And also ideal posting frequency. uh, Instagram actually suggests like you don't need to post very often, but 3 to 5 times per week, because otherwise customers might feel this they are self-promoting themselves. That can be spammy as well, and they might feel like this can be annoying as well. They eventually might unfollow as well. But the one good thing is of the every social media channel right now is like you can post stories how many like if you'd like to, because posting stories like it is easy as well, and you can post how much you want as well. So people know like, yeah, okay, you are consistently active, you are showcasing something of a restaurant, I should definitely check out. So yeah, next slide please. Yeah, so there is another statistics as well of the Instagram. So in this statistic, it has been mentioned like 30% of the millennials actually avoid restaurants because of the weak Instagram presence. So like according to social media strategy, like this is the source statista. So we have gathered some of the information from there. That millennials are basically those people are who are born between 1918 to 1990s. So they find it like if the Instagram presence is very weak, then they will like they will not visit the restaurant or they won't order the foods. So first impression actually it's very important, I believe. Next slide please. Yeah, so I think TikTok, many of us actually we've been seeing as well, like TikTok has been growing enormously. We see everywhere, whether it's in the restaurants, whether it's in the memes as well. We see TikTok has been shown somewhere here or the other. So the very simple rule of the being on a TikTok can be in terms of restaurant ways, following the TikTok trends and challenges. So if we make a content in a such way which eventually falls under the trends and challenges of the TikTok, there are more potential chances that our content will get viral and most people will engage with us. And yeah, currently TikTok has 1 billion monthly active users. So these are going pretty much faster than the Instagram itself. So TikTok is growing enormously. And about the ideal posting frequency, regularly consistent is very important posting, because on TikTok is basically a short video form. So people scroll. So there should be new content every single time we post. So we have to keep at least posting at least once a day or few times per week. So it can, there should be some freshness as well. Next slide, please. So yeah, there is another statistics like from the US market as well. So in the USA, TikTok is the most used application, I would say. Like if we consider TikTok users by the country, United States falls under the first place, which means like there is a market is very big over there of the TikTok. So we have to use the TikTok in such a way and effectively way, it will help us to grow very well. Next slide please. Yeah, I will be handing over to the Mehdi as well, so he'll gonna tell you why it's a good idea to hire a social media manager.
Yes, actually, I'll come back to the first, example that I have shared earlier. Let's consider, before hiring a social media manager, let's understand, about your business. That's most important. Again, let's consider your business is your body. So, if you want to get fit, you need to do exercise, you need to do diets. That's right. But you need to also know the assets you already have, the negative and positive points are there. How much protein, like, if a physical human body we are calling, how much protein you already have, how much protein do you need, you know, how much mass your body has, how much fat your body is containing. Those are the things you need to consider, and based on those, you need to do exercise. So for that, what you do, you hire a personal trainer, or you go to a gym to hire a personal trainer and get a personal trainer for yourself. So what that person do for you? He do the analysis for you actually. He does uh, gathering the information for you, how much body fat and everything you have. Based on that, what is your expectation? Based on those, he created that chart for you and exercise this. So similar way that social media manager does the thing, he analyze your business, your positive things, your negative things, and considering those points, he creates a strategy for you. And based on those strategy, you know, he creates, he actually do the business behalf of you. He creates the content, he do the community engagement, and also does the analysis and measurement. On physical body, what we have to do is we have to do the exercise and do the diet. But for social media, restaurant business, what you have to do is you just need to do the restaurant business only. You don't need to know the strategies and everything. If you are hiring a social media manager, that person will do everything for you. You don't need to do the exercises. That person will do the exercises, and it will affect your business. That's why actually you are hiring a social media manager. Actually, I'm not saying you need to hire a social media manager. It's always better to hire a social media manager, because that time you can achieve your goal perfectly. That person can measure your business. That person create the perfect strategy for you. Each and every human body is different, and based on that, personal trainer sets your uh, personal training. So restaurant business also the same. Every restaurant business is different. So every restaurant business needs a specific strategy for themselves. So that's why that person do this for you. But it's always good if you can do those things for yourself. That is always better. But if you can't do that things by yourself, because of your time, or you're taking care of the restaurant yourself, that time you can hire social media manager for you. The social media manager will define the goals for you, discussing with you, uh, he will set the target audience, he will create the business plan, he will set the platform for you and optimize for you, create the brand value for you, create the brand identity, a specific brand identity for you. Like Mohammed has said, Starbucks has in his own brand. Whenever it comes to coffee, Starbucks comes to first in in anyone's mind. When anyone says in branding, do it, then everyone comes to an idea of Nike. So that's how a social media manager will be branding for you, creating that brand of your image for all the users. Uh, Actually, he will do the planning, correction, curation, monitoring, analysis, engagement, and community building. He will get the leads. He will nurture the leads. He will, uh, you know, make those leads convert into a client. You can do those things yourself, but these are the basic strategy for yourself. Your business actually you need to do. And there are lots of social media managing platforms out there in internet. You will find lots of them. But I'll just recommend one of these platform that is actually specifically works with restaurants only in USA. So what this site actually do, uh, you can just see, you can just navigate to their site. You can go over their, you know, site and check it out for these things. Let me show you a small brief about it. Just give me a second, please.
Yeah, and this plate presence has been crafted considering the opinion of experts of the industry standards.
Yes, and definitely this why I'm recommending you this platform. Over there, they have very good, management team, analysis team. What does do? For every specific restaurant, they create a specific strategy, and based on those strategy, they work. They create the content. They do the, like I just mentioned, what a social media management company, manager does for you, and they are specialized in restaurants. You just, you give the content to them, and they will do the edit, they will do the branding, they will just share with you for your approval, and after approval they will do rest of the things for you. And they also have a very good option, like, before trying out, go directly purchasing their service, you can go for a trial, and they can give you custom, strategies for those things as well. So you can try out over here. uh,
Yeah, thank you guys.